folks.
What's going on, softball freaks? We got 80 plus of you waiting for us
What?
on Facebook.
Hooty-hoo.
Just salivating to see what deals we're going to bring you today.
So many deals. Good morning. Whether you're at work,
it's Monday.
At home.
If you're at work watching us, we appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate it very much.
Your company might not appreciate it, but we appreciate it.
But this weekend, it was the kickoff weekend to the 2018 season. How about it?
Opening weekend. It doesn't get much more exciting than that.
You know, were you surprised by some of the outcomes?
You know what? I'm just going to jump right in before Chez can give me shit about this. I'm going to take it head on.
You know,
and I'm going to talk about Arizona.
You made your bed.
I sure did. I can own up to it. I can shovel it out and I can take it.
Yep.
Arizona did not show up like I thought they would.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still not totally out to sea with them yet.
Mm-hmm.
But they gave up 12 hits
Yeah.
to Oklahoma State. Taylor McQuillan gave up 5 earned runs. They lost 9-4 against Oklahoma State.
Mm-hmm.
I would not have picked that to happen. But I will say this. We've talked about Oklahoma State as kind of like an up-and-coming team.
They're going to be in this week's top 25 for sure.
The last few years, they have had some stellar recruits.
Mm-hmm.
So while I am surprised that my bear down
Arizona got crushed.
Crushed is I don't think you would say that if Mike Candrea was standing right here. Would you do that to Mike? I don't think she would. 9
I think he would agree.
9 to
12
4.
hits.
12 hits is a lot of hits. It was just that first inning though. They gave up 4 runs. Everything else was like a 1 or 2 run inning. So that I'm just jumping in there.
Still runs. Last time I checked. Simple adding of runs each inning.
You just get to the criticism before they can criticize you, and then
whatever. Okay.
So
you sound like Rabbit from 8 Mile.
I'm gonna let Chez talk because it's gonna go crawl into a corner.
Well, a little backstory. If like way back when Taylor McQuillan was being recruited, she actually originally committed to Oklahoma State.
Look at Chez dropping the knowledge
on
a Monday. It's too early in the week for me to know that. I'm not put together enough on Monday to know.
Just saying.
That kind of
was
info.
it payback? Methinks yes.
Possibly. Possibly. So you're gonna see Oklahoma State in the top 25.
Yeah,
at least our top 25.
I think they had a fantastic weekend at the Kajikawa Classic.
They look good.
They looked very good. Other teams that looked really good: Tennessee, Oregon. Like crush the ball and then pitch lights out.
It's interesting you mentioned Oregon because Nick Torina is saying Oregon just bombed away on home runs.
Yeah, it was. Gwen Savickas with 3, Shannon Rhodes with 2, DJ Sanders with 2.
It was like a war zone.
Yeah,
it was just like bomb.
It was bombs over Baghdad.
Yeah, like it was incredible. Like, yeah. Oregon is for sure.
They look so good.
They are here to play this season.
Yeah.
Like, they were here to play last year, but I think you mentioned Miranda Ellis has a
0 ERA.
On how many innings? Do we know how many innings she pitched?
Let me look that number up.
Allie,
she got the start. But holy cow. She looked amazing.
Yeah, because everybody talks about Maggie Ballant, who had a phenomenal freshman season. Mm-hmm. We didn't really talk about Miranda Ellis. She was our number 1 Hot 100 player in that graduating class. And it's like, lest you forget about Miranda Ellis, like there's another stud there.
I should probably look up stats. There we go.
Yeah,
that
there
makes
you go.
It
there
easier.
It is.
Okay.
I'm going to beat you to it. It's a race.
Gosh, this new site.
Yeah.
All right.
Oregon, come on.
0 ERA. She's got
10 innings.
10 innings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Opponent's batting average of 154, lowest on the team. I mean, there's still a lot of season to go.
Of course.
But I think if you're Mike White, you're pretty stoked.
Oh, yeah.
About what you're seeing from the circle.
Yeah, because Megan Kleist has 11 innings pitched. She's just above 3, as is Maggie Ballant, 10 innings pitched.
I think what's exciting, right, we know Ballant had a number of strikeouts last season. Ellis has opened up the season 10 innings with 20 strikeouts.
Bananas. No sophomore slump for Miranda Ellis this year.
That's happening. 2 strikeouts an inning.
Yeah. It's bananas.
And I'm not good at math, but the last time I checked, that's a lot.
She only has 1 walk, too.
What? Yeah.
Only giving up 6 hits. And most importantly, there are goose eggs all the way down the loss column for Oregon in those pitchers. Everybody's 2-0.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Goose eggs.
I'm excited to see them at Mary Nutter.
Who isn't excited to see them at Mary Nutter? Man, I know I'm on my Sooner train, but Oregon is going to be for real.
I mean, they're going to play LSU.
Yeah.
They're going to play, who else?
Which, since Nick is watching,
Nick, help
Tigers
us
going to take them. That's my prediction. LSU is going to take Oregon. I think in my prediction video I said the opposite, but since Nick is watching,
they will play Oklahoma State, Texas A&M, that's Oregon State, Tennessee, Team Japan.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
I just want to make note that we have a huge OSU fan here. Robbie is given huge.
Oklahoma State?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's Robbie saying?
Don't take anything away from Kenny, OSU. He's now got a couple years under his belt and building something special.
Yeah, he is, but they're probably not going to make the World Series.
They're not going to make the World Series, but they're going to be a time.
Just saying.
You could overlook OSU. If we're talking just conference, I don't know. What do you think?
I think they could finish
behind Oklahoma.
I think they could finish 2 or 3 in the conference.
I think they could finish 2 or 3 too.
It's gonna come down to that Baylor series.
I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna give it to OSU.
What?
It's gonna go Oklahoma, OSU in the Big 12.
Okay, you're going them in the number 2 spot.
Yeah,
bold.
Why
I don't
not?
know. I'm not gonna bet against Baylor. We saw.
I will bet against Baylor.
We saw what happened last year.
I don't know what I have against Baylor. I'm just going to bet against them.
I think you have something against Waco.
Maybe. Keep Waco wacky. Is that it? That's what it is?
Oh, my sister-in-law's on watching.
Oh.
Hey, Jillian.
Hi, Jillian. Hi.
Nick Serena just said that it's better whenever you bet against them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He prefers that we trash them all the time.
Yeah, he loves that.
It's the same thing. The whole LSU people, they want us just to trash them. So when they're winning,
same thing with Oklahoma.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Well, easy. You can't take credit for that.
I know. I'm just kidding.
And Craig Snyder.
Kidding.
Hey, Craig. Go Noles.
All right.
When do we see Florida State?
When do we see them?
Do we have them at all this preseason?
I don't think so.
Craig, do we have you guys?
No.
Where are you guys playing? I don't think we
I don't think
see
we
you.
have them. But they're in our thoughts and in our hearts.
Oh, boy. All right. And with that, we're moving on. So, talk to me about Utah. You love Utah.
I do.
They came out the gates. Methinks Utah is ranked a bit high.
Yes, you think right. So here's the deal.
On Utah.
Surprising upset by Nebraska. I didn't see that coming.
No.
But clearly we can see, they're hurting a little bit with the loss of their 2 middle infielders.
Sure.
Big time. They have pretty much the same pitching staff as they did last year with Viramontes. And for some reason, they're not able to get that offense going. So taking the loss, which we're going to talk about in a little bit against Tennessee, but Nebraska I didn't see coming. But that makes me think Nebraska is going to be a team to watch kind of like on the bubble as far as...
You think? Just because they beat Utah?
I do think that. I thought they played really well this weekend.
I'm not taking it away from them. I think they played well as well. But I don't know that they're like... Are you... Studio guy, do we have a dark horse? Is this a dark horse? Is this a dark horse alert?
No, it's too soon to say dark horse.
It's not a dark horse alert.
I can see Oklahoma State being a dark horse.
Yep. We're not going to make that official,
but not
studio guy.
Dark enough.
To warrant the studio effects? High-tech. They're high-tech studio effects too, folks. Okay, so no dark horse yet for Nebraska. But
I want to see how they do at Mary Nutter.
Yes.
And I feel like that'll be a true test of kind of like where they stand.
Yes, that's fair.
This season. But I am happy about what I saw from them this past weekend. So they're gonna be a team that like can't take lightly. You know, got a few scrappers, and that's following the loss of MJ Knighton, one of their leading RBI producers. Yeah. So I think I would be very optimistic about the direction the Huskers are going in.
Yeah.
But let's get into what happened over the weekend. Now, we didn't stream this game, but the Tennessee versus Utah game.
Oh, boy, folks.
So you guys know that the NCAA has made some changes to the obstruction rule, and you know this to be a fact, okay? This season, the rule of emphasis is absolutely going to be obstruction.
Yeah.
And, you know, we might have some different opinions on the matter, but there is a controversial play at the plate in the bottom of the 7th, Utah versus Tennessee. Allie, can you roll that clip for us?
Oh, I got it.
All right, so Lockman hits the ball to left field. Runners get waved around.
Allie pauses the screen.
Yeah,
no, it's buffering right now. It's buffering.
And we're buffering the play at the plate. And the home plate umpire rules obstruction on the play. And that's how the game ends. So, really, if we're judging the play on the rule itself, it is obstruction.
Why does it keep buffering there?
Yeah.
It's all right.
It's like they don't want us to see it.
And it's ruled obstruction. And if you can play that other view, Allie.
Yeah, let me pull it up.
Because from his perspective, when Martinez was positioned to catch the ball, the runner had to basically change her path to the base, which would basically impede the path to the base. But the argument can also be made that the ball beat her. It beat her.
By a ton.
I wouldn't say by a ton.
By
it
a
beat
ton.
her. It beat her.
You said that Arizona got crushed, so I can say that ball beat her by a ton.
A ton.
Salty Sarah's coming out.
Yeah, Salty Sarah.
Yeah, people, get your best Salt Bay impression out, because if you know me at all, you know how I feel about the bullshit that obstruction is. I just feel like this is a complete bullshit call. As the rule stands, I understand, yes, it is deemed obstruction. That's not what I'm debating. I'm debating the rule itself. I just think it's a terrible rule. Can we show a little bit of athleticism, please? Like, these base runners are perfectly capable. Like, let me see a hook slide out of that base runner.
Or would you rather her just run over the catcher?
Well,
she could do that.
I'm not going to go that far. I'm not going to go that far and say, although, like, because safety and concussions and all that, is it exciting? Yeah, it's exciting to see I've seen baseball, like, and I was a catcher, like, I'm speaking as a catcher. Like, it's very exciting to see somebody plow into somebody. But safety, concussions, injuries, I get it. But, like, let me see the base runner make a play on that.
Yeah.
Like, the ball beat her by a mile. It was up the line a little bit from the throw. The catcher really just made, like, and she actually did have to take it. If you watch her from the second angle that we have, she actually had to take a little bit of a step back into the base path to tag her. So, like, I just hate how obstruction is ruled right now. I hate it. As a catcher, I hate it.
You don't like the fact that you must have the ball in order.
I hate it. I hate everything about it.
I mean, so you're saying you would allow a catcher to block the path to a base without the ball.
I mean, the ball's got to be coming at me. I can't just, like, sit there while, like, it's at the fence and my outfielder's, like, digging it out.
You're not answering my question. Is it okay that a catcher blocks the plate without the ball?
If she is in the act of receiving, yes.
Let's make it
interesting. Let's make it interesting. If the ball is coming at me, let me get in position and let's see what the base runner can do.
Do you think a catcher is not athletic enough to catch the ball and then move into the path?
I think they're plenty athletic. I think it's just being aware. Like, it adds another part of the game, right? Like, the catcher's there. Like, You have all that space. At no other base do you have like all that space that you can go.
What space are you talking about? The plate is like this big.
You got the batter's box. You can go. You can do hook slides. Like, let me see something interesting, especially when it's the last play of the game. Like, they won on that play. I want to see something interesting. Like, let's not make this like 5-year-olds playing. Like, let me see something interesting. Let me see the athleticism. Let me see somebody jump over a catcher.
Yeah, we saw a couple of those.
I gotta take this off.
Man, you're getting red.
Sarah, you're getting a bit hot and bothered.
Whew.
Salty Sarah's back. It's Monday.
Craig says it's obstruction 100%. I'm not disagreeing with how the rule's written and how it was called. I'm not disagreeing. I'm disagreeing with the rule itself.
Well, I think a couple things, right? So with like the new tweaks to this rule, how we teach catchers and how we teach runners is going to have to basically, it's going to have to grow with the rule. That's a good point. If we think that we can just like go about things as business when we're doing our practice with throws home, I mean that even goes down to like where the outfielders are aiming their throws.
Yeah.
Because the throws up the line, we might potentially put ourselves in a bad situation for an obstruction call.
Yeah.
So I think as coaches, like there's going to have to be some, there's going to be teaching points that have to be made during practice to accommodate the tweaks to this rule. I think that's just the fact.
It's a really good point.
And that the coaches and the players have a deep understanding of where they can be positioned.
Mm-hmm. And if it's going to be the call of the season, right? Like this is the call that we're all going to be, all the umpires are going to be focusing on. They have to make adjustments. Mm-hmm. It's a good point.
And you guys will be happy to know we've worked on that for you. So in the next week or so, I'm guessing, we'll be releasing a 3-part series on obstruction.
And then I'll be releasing a 3-part series on how to block the plate. For all you OG people.
Yeah, OG.
Same way as I do.
Man, you have some fans right now. People are loving Salty Sarah.
Yeah. Salty Sarah. Of course. If anybody has heard me rant about obstruction, I do it every time we bring this up. Mm-hmm. So I'm sure this is not my last obstruction rant on the season.
But look, we're going to put some videos out to help you guys have a better understanding of this rule. And it's not us that's actually doing the talking. We talked with some umpires who have been around the game for a really long time.
And I'm going to sabotage one of those and put a video of an MLB guy just getting hammered by a runner, just knocked over.
We get what kind of
game
everybody
remember? Well, I'm going to go off tangent here. A League of Their Own, and the play at the plate, where like the ball dramatically. I want to see more of that.
Okay.
I want to see, and you know what?
She does the splits?
That one, no. I want to see splits too. That's really cool. Catches are athletic, but no, it was a play at the plate, and her sister was coming home, and she didn't even slide. She just ran right into her.
Yeah, that ended the game.
Glove hits the ground. The ball slow-mo dramatically falls out of the glove. I want to see more of that.
Okay, clearly Sarah's in a fantasy land.
Go back to A League of Their Own. Madonna was in that. It was a great movie.
Of course.
Yeah.
And Rosie O'Donnell.
And Rosie O'Donnell was in there.
Guys, I'm like crying from laughing so hard.
Gina Davis, huh?
I'm crying from laughing so hard.
Right? How iconic. Where's that clip, Allie? Why didn't we have that queued up? Jeez.
Remind us.
I know, I will. Next time. I'm slacking right now.
Yeah. All right, we're going to move on. So
I guess we have to, yeah.
I mean, I'm going to anticipate that there's going to be more calls that are like basically on the fence, whether it's obstruction or not. Either way, we know that that's going to be the rule of emphasis this year. But this weekend, the first weekend of Mary Nutter.
Mary Nutter. It doesn't, like, if you're talking the most competitive softball out there, it doesn't get much more competitive than Mary Nutter, besides the Women's College World Series.
It's going to be lit.
It's going to be lit.
Yes.
That's all we're saying about it. Mic drop.
Yeah.
It's going to be lit.
But some of the teams that we're going to see coming up this weekend, we'll get to see Utah again. We'll see Arkansas for the first time. and Team Japan for the first time. I'm super excited.
First time ever that Mary Nutter has brought in some international teams, or not international, some international and pro teams.
Yeah.
So we got Japan and USSSA Pride. We won't see the Pride till weekend 2, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who do you got? Japan versus UCLA.
Oh boy.
What do you guys think?
Yeah. Somebody tell me something. Somebody tell me something about Japan. Oh man,
I think Japan could win.
I can't go against an international, like, that's the best of the best in Japan. Mm-hmm. I would think that the very best Japan has to offer would beat a very good college team. So I'm going to go with Japan.
You're going to go with Japan?
I'm going to go with Japan.
I'm going to go UCLA.
Yeah?
Just because.
You want to talk about Brie Perez, don't you? She
do.
wants me to talk about Brie Perez. So we're going to let her talk about Brie Perez.
Y'all, so if you've been following our rankings, we ranked Brie Perez the number 1 2017 recruit, and she freaking lived up to it. I mean, look at these numbers here. She's batting .611 right now. 2 home runs, 2 doubles, 1 triple, 11 RBIs.
In how many games?
And 2 stolen bases.
In how many games?
We're talking 5 games.
5 games.
5 games. That is just crazy.
Girl came to play.
Right?
UCLA is going to be for real.
I know.
The last couple of seasons, I feel like they kind of just slipped into the Women's College World Series.
Yeah.
This year, they're going to kick the door down.
Yeah.
Going into the Women's College World
between Holly Azevedo and Rachel Garcia, I think they're going to look pretty good. And Joanna Grauer threw pretty well this weekend.
They're going to kick that door like off the hinges. Like,
oh yeah. And then I'm excited about the Arkansas-Utah matchup.
I think it's going to be a very good game. Who you got? Who you taking?
Utes may not like this, but I think I might go with Arkansas.
All right.
You know, it's their first time coming out. They've got a ton of Cali kids out ready to play in front of their family. They had some good wins. I think Austin Storms is going to have a good season. They didn't play last weekend. They got rained out pretty much. But they're going to be nipping at the bud, in my opinion. You got rained out. You're ready to play. You got a lot of pent-up energy. I think
you don't think Utah's going to bounce back from those? I mean, they not only just lost. They lost in Tennessee, Nebraska. They got 2 big losses on the season. You don't think they're going to bounce back a little bit?
I'm just guessing here.
I'm
going with Arkansas. And your thoughts?
I'm going to give it to you. I'd be pissed off if I lost a game to Tennessee about that. Next team I'd play, I'd go out and crush them. Mm-hmm. Just crush them.
So we really understand that Sarah's into violence, crushing people, catchers getting taken out.
I was a catcher. I can say that. Who doesn't love the scene of A League of Their Own, right?
I do. I agree with you on that one.
But she disagrees with me on obstruction. Mm-hmm. Well, there you have it, folks. Mary Nutter 1, it's going to be lit, according to Chez.
Yep, I'm ready. And then weekend 2.
We don't even. Our dude's got to go to lunch. We don't have time to talk about Mary Nutter 2.
Should we give him a little taste?
We can give him a little taste.
Yeah.
Kai, you're going to have to wait for lunch. Mm-hmm. Sorry, man.
So weekend 2 is going to be like a softball bonanza between Mary Nutter, Citrus Classic 1.
Oh my goodness.
And the Spring Games.
For those of you who don't know what the Spring Games is, it's a 5-week tournament?
Yeah.
5-week marathon?
Yeah, marathon.
Of D2, D3, JUCO,
NAIA.
And NAIA.
Yep.
And we're streaming every single game?
Yes.
It's like 1,500, 1,600 games?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's about right.
So that starts the same weekend as D9 week 1, and we're streaming that.
Yep.
And it all starts on the bonanza weekend
Thursday.
of Mary Nutter
2.
Week 2.
Part 2.
So, for days.
Yep.
Netflix and chill. Get your sweatpants on.
Yeah.
Get your
FloSoftball and chill.
Get your bow, and you're just watching a bunch of softball.
Yeah. Order a couple pizzas. Maybe get some wings.
You're literally just watching softball and FloSoftball from Thursday through Sunday.
But weekend 2, we've got Texas A&M, LSU, Oregon, Auburn, Tennessee, Oklahoma, UCLA, Team Japan, USSSA
She's on a roll.
Pride,
I'm just gonna let her go.
Nebraska. Oh my gosh.
It's so many.
I'm going to have to, I've got the list in front of me. Fresno State, Wisconsin, Washington. Did I say Texas A&M already?
She did. You did.
Gig 'em.
Missouri, Arizona State, Cal. Oh my goodness.
And if they're not at Marion Nutter, they're probably at D9.
Yep.
Who's at D9? Tell me who's at D9.
Minnesota, Duke, Kentucky, South Carolina. Jawfield.
Yeah. So that's where it's at.
Yeah, that's where it's at.
That's the deal.
So if you're interested in watching any of those games, you can go sign up on FloSoftball.
And say hi to Chez and Allie because they will be there.
Yep, I'll be at Marion Nutter. Will you? Come say hi. Or not.
Don't. I wouldn't. She's not worth your time. She's not as cool as you think she is.
All right, y'all. Next week, I'll see you at Marion Nutter. We're going to take a hiatus, pretty much.
We are going to take a little bit of a break.
From Here's the Deal. Sorry to break it to you, but we'll be back in March.
That's right.
On
new
Wednesdays.
Time?
On Wednesdays.
A new time.
Yep.
New day and time. New
Yep.
time.
Wednesdays at 9, starting in March. We had to move the show.
I mean, it's hump day.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be at work. You can just watch us right when you get into work.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Jawfield. See you guys later.